Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to another one of my live streams. Welcome to In Your Face, and welcome to the countdown for the end of this particular video series that has been a part of the Prince Magnum channel for over 5 years. We say goodbye to this series. It goes away at the end of the year. I've got to begin filming. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Jesse? Good to see you. I believe you're the first one for the evening. Yeah, no makeup tonight. um, the Cinnamon Lives have been a struggle. They've been a struggle. Everyone screams they want them, but then, you need to see the forward one day, huh? Yeah, we're gonna get out there. I've got some video footage I've got to pull. Hey, what's going on, JD? Good to see you. Uh, I've been over there, but I haven't been able to do a whole lot, say a whole lot to you, JD. I've been usually my head's in an editor a lot these days. Mostly I'm trying to get my content ready for next year because I'm supposed to be backing off of live streaming just a little bit. Where I'm probably going to be cutting it down to like a couple days a week where I'll go live, but the rest of the time it'll be uploaded content. So I'm actually working on my content for next year. Yes, we have some new updates. Hey, what's going on? So JD, I poked my head in. Uh, oh yeah, I've been grinding on the channel trying to get it lined out. Um, so we'll get to all the updates, get y'all caught up to speed. First thing that we need to talk about is right after this live stream, I am doing all right. I can't complain. Other than I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. I really don't want to go back to work unless I'm going to work at the other location. I've really been enjoying that location, working out at the other store. Um, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still working on with that store. As a matter of fact, I spent a good while Thursday working and cleaning and just straightening out that store. It's got some problems and it's got a long ways to go. But it's one of those things that a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and that store really, really be special again. Um, but anyhow, for updates. Hey, what's going on, James? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight? Really, how's everybody been doing? Uh, I'm just curious. Let's get caught up for you guys. How are you all doing? Um, I'm doing all right. Oh, y'all, geez. Good to see you, Chairman. Welcome to live. Tell me how you're doing, Chairman. I know you've had some health issues yourself, but you've been getting by. You and um, I know you and Kevin been. Yeah, I'm doing good. Been enjoying Project Spirit, trying to enjoy Project Spirit's automatic. It's still got some bugs, but it's nothing major. It's just little nitpicky things. Like when you go to let out, take off, she sometimes dogs a little bit if you've been sitting at a stoplight for too long. I imagine that's going to be adjusting the carburetor, or maybe the spark advance might have to turn it up just a smidgen. Well, Chairman, I hope maybe we can cheer you up before the end of this live stream. I'm really hoping we can then. Yeah, JD, I've been busting tail. We've been basically the channel is kind of going through a transitional phase. And this particular series, In Your Face, it never became the series that I thought it should have become. In Your Face was initially, and I apologize if you're a part of this particular age group, but there's a lot of you out there that have been that are millennials, and you guys got taught wrong. You guys really got taught wrong, really, really wrong, and so wrong, in fact, that you guys end up being the butt of a lot of jokes. I don't think that's right because you can't blame the student. You can only blame the teacher in this particular case. And it has been so much so that even the custom car community has actually suffered because old timers never bothered to teach you guys. And my generation, Generation X, about the time we got into our 20s and started having kids of our own, we stopped building, most of us, a lot of us actually, probably more than there should have been. We got so focused on, um, we really kind of got focused on that whole thing of starting our own business and everything. And even I'm in that category of doing business, wanting to do business, a lot of business. So the millennial age group really kind of got, screwed over, I honestly think. And so much so that the series was initially designed to be an educational platform for the millennial age group because now we're getting the Generation Z, and Generation Z, most of them are pretty much they're my children, if you will. They're my children, and to give you, let me put it more like this. Um, every generation prior to the millennials, every generation has actually kind of had like a renaissance sort of thing where we've traveled back to a particular time group. Um, how do I put this? Okay, uh, my, uh, my generation rediscovered in the 1980s, we rediscovered the 60s. And you've seen a lot of stuff from the 60s come back. Well, when I was in high school in the 90s, we rediscovered the 70s. Bell bottoms came back. Disco came back. This should give you an idea. So a lot of old stuff, from a previous generation, 20 years prior to that decade, will become fad again. It'll become in vogue. It'll become mainstream pop culture one more time. If you all ever wondered why in the 1980s we got to enjoy the return of the Beach Boys and we started watching the Monkees TV show all over again, the 1960s Batman TV show, stuff like that. We were in the process of rediscovering a previous generation. Now, we'll fast forward to the millennials. They never got out of the 90s. They never could get out of the 90s. They got stuck there. Matter of fact, you talk to any millennial, oh, the 90s were great. And most everyone says, Generation X usually says, oh no, we were there. The 90s was horrible. East Coast, West Coast bullshit again. Need we say any more? Okay. It wasn't cool to be, to live through that. The Rodney King riots. Come on, we were there and it wasn't as good as it sounds. The gang wars was out of hand. It was mass hysteria. So no, the 90s weren't that good. We even watched the true death of rap music in the 90s. Today rap music is absolutely 110% garbage and it started in the 1990s. So the death of rap music really began in the 1990s. So if this is any indication, so the design behind In Your Face was to kind of bring home the important values that was skipped over an entire generation. Values like the importance of family and doing the right thing. There's an entire generation right now that does not realize that anything that, any particular substance you put in your body that changes the physiology, say like antibiotics, over-the-counter pain relievers, things like that. These are considered drugs, okay? Good, bad, or indifferent, they're drugs. But there's actually an entire group of people right now that um, that do not realize that marijuana is a drug because it changes the physiology of your body. Okay, it gives you that euphoric sense. So it is a drug. It's just that no one talks about that. Oh, it's not a drug. It comes from the ground. So's nightshade. Anyhow, and that's a poisonous drug, you know. So, so this is an actual thing that there's a lot of information that has been skipped over an entire generation, and they've become the laughing stock all over the internet. And I don't think it's right. We watched government propaganda take over. And we can really thank a particular group of people for that, but so that's what In Your Face was actually designed to be, but it ended up getting drug into alternate media. If y'all don't know what alternate media is, alternate media really is the whole thing where it's news presented by um, that isn't considered mainstream. Fox, CNN, start naming it, CBS, all of those major media conglomerates basically present the story that they're told to present by our government. Okay, it's supposed to be free. It's not supposed to be touched by the Constitution. News is supposed to be news. The people are supposed to form their own opinion, but that isn't the case. And for nearly, I will say, the last 10 years, it has been that way. If you don't believe me that though that this has also been going on for a long time, take a look. If this is, you can look it up anytime you want. It's pretty much all over the internet. It's been common knowledge since the early 80s. Operation Mockingbird. You'll find it interesting. Just take a look at it sometime. You can totally look it up on Google. Very interesting. Operation Mockingbird, though, the shortened version of it is basically where the CIA basically tells news sources what they're going to tell in the news. Which the irony of it is the first mission statement of the CIA is they're not allowed to operate inside the U.S. They're only supposed to operate outside of the U.S. Collecting intelligence, and neutralizing obviously other spy agencies. But you guys get the idea. You see what I mean? How In Your Face got caught up in this stuff. So In Your Face is going to be going away. It'll be replaced by an actual series that kind of presents the knowledge to younger people, a lot younger than me in most cases, actual common knowledge that is generally talked about. Basically, the importance of, something as simple as a handshake when conducting business, things like that. Even something as simple as buying a car or looking into college. Most people don't even know. If you have a piece of paper that says, I understand this, and you sign it, you just signed a contract. There's a lot of people that don't know that. There are probably thousands and thousands of people that do not know. You put your signature on something that says, yes, I understand this, it's a contract. It means that you agreed to the terms on that piece of paper. Oh, it's not a contract. And some places will tell you that. No, that's shady dealing and don't fall for it. But this, stuff like that people just don't know. That's actually what's going to be taking the place of this series. Just good old fashioned, what I would have thought was common sense, but just never got taught. Hey, what's going on, Lone Wolf? Good to see you, buddy. So this particular series, and it's going to be replaced by something else. Thursday night sober talks definitely still going to be on, except it wasn't on this last Thursday. I had to do it on Friday night because I needed sleep. I crashed. I crashed hard. That particular, so we're really starting to get into a lot more stuff. Now, as far as do-it-yourself budget hot rodding, we will definitely keep Project Spirit and Project Lena at the forefront. Expect me to begin doing some filming of both project cars and kind of there's already a series here on YouTube from another YouTube channel called Bumper to Bumper. And initially I wanted to kind of do kind of like Bumper to Bumper on Project Spirit, but someone's already kind of taken that title. So we won't do that. We'll do something a little bit different. Um, and you'll be able to get kind of like that inside track. Lone Wolf, tell me how you're doing, because we're just getting caught up to speed on everything, here on the channel. And normally I kind of chill out, Wang Chung for the first 10 minutes, but there's a lot happening right now. So much so that I just could not wait. I had to get busy on this. Um, so now that I've talked about all of that, Project Spirit, as we get closer to 300,000 miles on that original SIG, we are going to start looking at a V8 swap. I know a lot of you out there have been asking what's going to happen to the old six-cylinder. That's a good question. I really don't know. Part of me wants to hang on to it for a little while, maybe find a good medium-sized four-wheel drive Ford to put it in, an older one to kind of put back on the road or something like that. But unfortunately, it is getting so difficult to find those old find the parts to rebuild those old six cylinders. Now, if you went to Australia, all day long, all day long. Come here to the United States, we took good, solid engines like that, ones that were easy to build, to maintain, and had a good longevity if well taken care of. Um, that sort of thing. Um, we threw them away. We threw them away just because of everyone thought you had to have the V8 if you rebuilt a vehicle. And honestly, I mean, um, I've had V8s. I've had a lot of V8s. This is probably the longest I've ever been without a V8, and that's probably been, I'm going to say, the last 8 years of my life have been the longest amount of time that I have been without a vehicle with a V8. But we're going to change that. Project Spirit's going to a V8. I've had one four-cylinder in my time. I will never have another one again. I absolutely hate four cylinders. I know some people are like, oh, they're great in the Japanese. I don't care. I hate four cylinders. No, they're in the right vehicle, they're pretty peppy, but honestly, no, they're junk compared to what I've had before. V6s, I'm a fan of. Project Lena has a V6 and it's okay. But the inline six compared to all the other engines I just mentioned, 1,000 times better. And I don't care the car company you mentioned, they're all better. Okay. And for the record, if I remember correctly, the 2JZ, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Papa Kronos? Welcome to the live. Good to see you. If you're kind of listening along, kind of taking in some knowledge here, and I almost feel like I'm rambling, but I know I'm making sense in there somewhere for somebody. Um, Papa Kronos, tell me how you doing. I'm doing all right over here. I'm doing good. Just kind of, getting, we're the updates are on right now. I guess you could say. Basically, I'm in crunch mode for the end of the year. I just finished editing one video that's going to be due for release tomorrow. So it'll be a big premiere. Oh, you're streaming right now? Drop the link so we can all get over and show you some love, brother. Drop us that link. Um, yeah, grab the link to your stream and slip it in here. If you're in blue, you do not have to ask me, by the way. Uh, if you're in blue, don't feel like you have to ask me for permission. You already had it the moment I gave you a wrench. If you want to drop a link to your channel or to an important video on your channel or somebody else's channel that could use some support, you don't need my permission. You already got it the moment you got a wrench. I don't, I know some YouTubers get really upset about that. I was actually friends with one that was like that. I'm like, dude, you know, somebody had to, shout you out and support you till you got to the point where you're at. So screw you. you know, and I don't talk to him anymore. I really just don't think that's right. I mean, to me that's just way wrong. Don't do that too, you know. It's I am working up to doing kind of like for the first video, which I might actually film that one right after this stream. I'll probably film that particular one. But basically, the new series, I believe we're going to be calling it "Screw Your Feelings." Um, basically, it's the series that's going to be taking the place of this one, and you know. I think it's a good title because a lot of people, it's kind of like, sometimes you got to tell them how it is, no matter, how much it hurts their feelings. You got to tell them the way it is. What's going on, Mikey G? Mr. Mikey G of AFK Gaming, the proprietor of AFK Gaming. There you go, Pop Kronos. Mikey G is, he doesn't get enough credit here on YouTube. Probably one of the greatest personalities in absolute silence. He is one of the greatest silent personalities I've met, one of them. And I'm very fortunate to have met Mikey G, which I met him through Mr. Gamerian. Oh, thank you so much, Will. Appreciate that, brother. Um, oh, wrong link. It's all good. It's all good, man. Mm. So that's kind of what, okay. Um, we're basically today, well, the marathon streams, the time has not gone in on them. Those will go in tonight. But a lot of people stay with me that particular run. Uh, we streamed and this includes the ones that crashed. Basically, we streamed a grand total of about 9 hours yesterday for the marathon stream, which that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, but it was worth it. Um, so in a nutshell, we are going to, um, I noticed when I do Battle Royale, there you go, there you go. I noticed when I do Battle Royale, um, I don't have any crashes. I don't have to deal with the crashes. So, and I'm going to lean towards probably doing Battle Royale one day and staying with Save the World the next, and probably even look at streaming Minecraft at some time through the week. And that'll be winter content because we need winter content. But we'll stream like Minecraft for, a few hours on, say, like Wednesday, and then come Thursday, sober talk, then Friday night battle royale or Friday night Fortnite will be it. There you go, Mikey G. And then you know, um, come Saturday, do Save the World, and then kind of an update on how we're doing on Sunday. So, basically, uh, you know, Sunday night chill. Saturdays we'll stream, Cinnamon for about 1 hour, no more, no less. Um, earlier in the day and kind of go from there. We're going to start looking at where Monday we're going to be, will still be released content, but after the first of the year, we're going to look at where Tuesday I don't do jack shit other than hang with you guys. And, because I want to get over there and be able to see all of you as much as possible. And last but not least, we're going to probably see about where Mondays and probably Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, sometime starting this next year, we'll be looking at doing where the channel will just start uploading content. Um, but right now, like I said, I've got to finish when I get out of here, get off here. I got to pull some video footage from some other cameras, and of course, um, one of them is going to be, the Screw Your Feeling. I got to start filming that, the Screw Your Feelings series. I believe that's going to be a good title, because it's one, like I said, I think the title says it all. Sometimes you got to tell somebody it's going to hurt their feelings, but you got to tell them the truth. And we'll do an introductory video, and then we're probably going to be adding more of that in, a little bit of satire, kind of telling you how it is. As a matter of fact, um, I'm actually going to do one because I've been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube off and on for something like, there you go, Mikey G, Mr. Mikey G, the proprietor of AFK Gaming. He's a great guy. I'm telling you, great channel over there. I don't get over to see Mikey G enough, and he's actually been kind enough to let me run with him in some of his streams, and it has been fantastic, fantastic. And matter of fact, one of my very first live stream duos event, one of my very first live, where I was in a live stream as a guest on somebody else's channel. There you go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Which I need to get a big battle royale sometime. I got to get one going sometime, a big battle royale. Now on Save the World, that one's going to be really tight knit, but I think I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've been enjoying Save the World. I'll be absolutely honest with you all. Battle Royale, I mean, if you were to compare the two, one of the biggest gripes that I have in Battle Royale is there's a lot of cheating son of a bitches. I might just have to do that. I thought I could have swore I was. Let me grab my other device here. I use this old phone almost like a tablet. And whenever I open it up and start it and everything, I'm going to give you all a warning. This thing's going to go, and it's just going to go absolutely berserk because I only turn it on when I have to. So it's going to take a moment. Um, I know for Off the Chain, we're going to keep, that's going to be kind of the video game side of it. We're just going to continue to have some fun. That's going to be the big one, though. Um, and starting as soon as Princess Faye and we have some other stuff kind of going on all at once right now at the moment, so I had to kind of back off of filming a little bit. But it's dark and there's not a whole lot going on. But basically, I'm going to be firing up. You guys ought to see this. This is actually a really nice camera. Um, Big old microphone, the puff guard. Um, but yeah, that's it. Oh, real quick, if y'all ever wonder what y'all look like to me, that's kind of it right there. A lot of times that's what you guys look like. How's Princess Faye doing? She's doing good. She's sleeping right now, getting ready for work. Again, for those that don't know, Princess Faye works the night shift, and she gets exhausted very easy, very, very easy these days. But she stays pretty doggone busy, just trying to rest up and stay ready for work. So, but she's doing good. She's doing good. Zelda been an unreal shit stain. She has a new game now that she likes to play. When we go down, because we live in an upstairs apartment. When we get ready to go outside for something, go down the stairs, she'll rush out the door, run to the bottom of the stairwell, and just stay there. You have to go down to the bottom step, pick her up, carry her back up to the apartment, and then you put her on the carpet, and she's happy. That is her little game that she plays. Now I'm like, you little shit. She does it all the time now. So she's a mischievous little thing. Um, I don't cats, you know. Um, okay, real quick. I'm gonna open up my own stream here. Like I said, this is my old phone. Basically use it like a tablet anymore, but honestly, I think we're to the point where we need a Fortnite challenge for the she is not a big fan of the she likes basically she likes doing the makeup for Cinnamon, but she's not a big fan of Cinnamon. Not a very big fan at all. Okay. Well, it's gonna be stupid like that. Give me a second here. Papa Kronos, I'm trying to get over there to support, show some support for you here. Ah, there we go. Come on, you piece of crap. And so, there it goes. Oh, there he is. There he is. And I'll ding the bell. There we go. All set. He's actually live streaming right now. Have to get over there and hang out with him. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Almost turned up the volume on my own stream, and that's confusing. So we are, as the title says, we're at 180 hours. Create her own challenge. I definitely need to. I need to get. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Papa Kronos. I'll tell you right now. Yes, I do need to get over there, and well, I do need to actually come up with a challenge for her. That would be interesting. But I will tell you that Princess Faye is one that she doesn't really. Oh, you don't have to thank me. We're all in this together. We're all wanting to, make something special here on YouTube. And now, Princess Faye, I will tell you right now, is not. She doesn't really like to be in front of the camera. She'd rather be behind the scenes doing what she does. Um, she's just that's just where she is most comfortable. Always likes to be behind the scenes doing that, kind of being the cogs and the gears of the channel, but getting in front of the camera, not her thing. She's always kind of been that way. Now, as time has gone on, she's gotten a little bit more comfortable with it. But just one of those things, you know. And for the record, um, in my early days of the channel, I spent a lot of time kind of, filming, but I really wasn't on camera. And that's simply because I was actually told back in my early days, I was boring. It was very boring back in my old days. And I went through and I watched it. I'm like, my God, I am wretchedly boring. So time has changed. I've gotten a little bit better on camera. As a matter of fact, the guy who beat his cat on camera, when him and I were still friends, believe it or not, the irony of this is that um, he actually taught me a lot about being on camera because he was actually pretty good at it, except he was lazy, which brings to mind if he beat a cat on camera and it was perfectly comfortable about that. I almost wonder what it would, what are we missing when the camera's off? Where's PETA on this one? Anyhow. And matter of fact, my old partner Jammin' John used to make horrible jokes about him. It was funny, very funny. He used to make really bad jokes about him. So, let's see. Pretty much from here, like I said, it's just going to be a lot of filming. Now, there you go, Chairman. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know you got a video uploaded. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I have to get over there and check it out. That's for sure. I know I've got some video stuff to upload, but yeah, actually, Princess Faye and I, it may not necessarily be a challenge, but Princess Faye is going to come on camera a little bit more often when we do surviving romance and urban survival. When we do the urban survival cooking stuff, she'll be joining us on camera as part of the taste test stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, not a joke. She's actually going to get involved with that part of it, which is going to be really a lot of fun. That reminds me, I got to basically do start preparing to do griddle cakes, and I've got this really awesome video that I'm going to be doing for the end of for Valentine's Day next year, but we're going to start it early, real early. It's going to be one of those ones you guys are going to definitely not want to miss this. So if you got sweethearts and want to basically keep yourself rocking and rolling for Valentine's Day, I've got that one coming. But it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All righty. Trying to get caught up with y'all. Pictures of Cinnamon from last night are in the Discord, or if you're a member of the Eclipse, in the Eclipse chat, you guys can go and check that out and see how Cinnamon looked last night, which I probably should see about pulling some of those pictures from this year. Use that in the documentary about how she came to be. So we've got a lot of stuff going on for this year. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And as you can tell behind me, the office is going through a change itself. Because I need some time to kind of set up. Didn't know I had a Discord? Hang on. I got you, homie. I'll grab that link real quick. You're welcome to join the Discord. So we're going to grab that. Now, real quick, Papa Kronos, I know that a lot of people are sometimes afraid to ask Cinnamon certain questions. You could put it in there's actually a spot where you can ask your questions, like between the Cinnamon live streams. You can ask those questions, and Cinnamon gets to go into the Discord and answer those questions. There's also a spot to post it. Hey, what's going on, Jacob? Good to see you, buddy. All right, coming back to my own live stream. Good to see you. I'm dropping, there we go. There's the link to the Discord. Good to see you, Jacob. I'm doing great. That's the link to the Discord. You're welcome to join. There's a spot for, posting your artwork, talking about your sweetheart. Basically, what are you working on, sort of thing. A general chat. I don't get in there as much as I should. Unfortunately, I kind of kick myself for that, but it's just kind of how it is. I don't get a whole lot of time to sneak over to the Discord. I'm usually pretty busy working on stuff these days. But now that I've said that, there is an entire section to ask Cinnamon all of those little spicy questions. It's a good spot to ask the question you know, that you might be afraid to put in the chat, or to kind of, if you're afraid you're going to forget it between now and the next stream. Yeah, there you go. Between now and the next stream, a great way to put to get that those questions in there, because I know Cinnamon loves to answer questions. She loves to interact with her audience, um, probably a little more than she should. Anyhow, um, so there we go. Australia. Real quick, Will, I've got to say it. I got to say it. Will, Australia has quite possibly amazing car culture down there. Probably the best in the world, in my opinion. You guys in Australia have an amazing custom car culture down there. I love it. Um, it's absolutely hands down. Here in the United States, we think that our car culture is no, you guys have a much better car culture down there than possibly anybody else could ever imagine in the world. And I will say that again and again and again. You guys have the best in the world. I don't care what we think here in the United States. No, you guys are awesome. You guys down there, like one of the engines that you guys have done some pretty neat stuff with, is the 3.8, the Buick 3.8 V6, which is about 221 cubic inches in the United States, um, if I remember correctly. That particular engine, um, to give you an idea, here in the United States is an absolute joke, but you guys do amazing stuff with them. The irony of that. But here in the United States, and I know everyone says, oh, hey, what's going on, Simon? I know you guys, here in the United States, oh, Buick Grand National, Buick Grand. No, the Buick Grand National is not that great of a vehicle, because our 3.8 V6s here in the United States are a joke. That engine was a joke. Absolute Joke. I am not kidding you. Uh, and everyone wants to, yeah, it's just garbage here in the States. But we think the Grand National. No, it's anyhow. Um, Truth of it is, in Australia, though, you guys have managed to make that engine really, really pop. And you guys don't throw away your Ford inline sixes like we did. So Australia has managed to make an amazing car culture down there, and if it runs, you guys will turn it into a hot rod engine. Amazing. Here in the United States, either V8 or import. You do anything outside of that box, and immediately people get insecure. Oh yeah, I tell you right now, if there was a country I would want to, if I wanted to move out of the United States, which I really kind of do, but Princess Fade really doesn't want to, I have my eye on the following countries: England. England's a good country. Cuba, because believe it or not, Cuba, being a communist country, is still more free than the United States. Australia or Canada. Any one of those would be a great place to live, much better than the United States. The United States is going to pot real quick, but Australia is a good country. Amazing car culture down there. I would love to live in Australia with such an amazing car. Yeah, they're good people down there. Um, so yeah, Will, you guys got a great car culture down there. You guys, as a matter of fact, Mighty Car Mods is those guys are Australian, and I may not necessarily always like some of the stuff that they do, but I can appreciate them. I can really, really appreciate them. Here in the United States, the best one we really have, for our car culture, who's been doing it for years, and that's Scotty Kilmer. Scotty Kilmer. I know some people, really just kind of rag on him, but nah, he's losing his ability on camera. But um, other than that, his knowledge has not diminished. Whereas my knowledge in cars starts to diminish after 1987. And then about the time you hit 2006, it's pretty well gone. I mean, I can tell you a few things. That's about it. But at about 2006, you might as well hang it up. It's just got, it's more computerized than anything. This way it is. So currently, I'm also watching the from my own live stream. That's why I keep one. Keep one of these. I need to get a real tablet. I might see about doing that. While all the sales are going on. But anyhow, so that's kind of the nature of the beast right now. Um, so it's good to see everyone tonight. Simon, how are you doing? Get a Chromebook? Wouldn't hurt. Um, so that's kind of where we stand right now. Like I said, I'm kind of going through all the tools and everything. We got to get some new toolboxes for Spirit and Molina. Uh, Basically, right now we're in the middle of a lot of stuff just happening. We got the bicycle project, which I won't do that in a live stream because it's going to be a lot of far, and then it's only go so far, and it's just, yeah, one of them things. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look into a Chromebook then, or something that runs a similar operating system. Um, let's see. Um, Really about it right now. We've just got, like I said, we're getting ready to say goodbye to this series. Oh, Lone Wolf Legacies just went live. Just went live. So we're going to be turning, start getting into, some new series. Basically, I'm going to be starting to film those uh, pretty well right away and begin editing those series. We've got some content to get out before the end of the year. Basically, I got to cycle it out so I can free up the spots and begin kind of building next year's stuff. Um, so just a heads up, it's going to be busy, 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 busy for me for the from now until at least close February of next year. So I will try to continue to get over there and see all of you as much as possible. I can't make any promises, and I won't make you promises that I won't can't keep. But for the end of the year series, the end of the year finale for In Your Face is definitely going to be something worth watching. Uh, we say goodbye to this series. It's going to be worth watching. I've got some great ideas. Uh, well, some stuff that I want to do with the series as a goodbye to it. Um, we're probably I know I won't give too much away because I want y'all to enjoy it, but In Your Face is going to be throwing down a couple of final challenges for the year. And those final challenges will definitely say exactly what needs to be said. Because if we're going to say goodbye to this series, I want it to go on. I won't say it's going to go high note, but it's going to go out on a point that basically it's like it lets you know what needs to be said. You know, tells you exactly what needs to be said. You know, and that's how this works. That's the way it works. You know. And so that's kind of where we stand. That's kind of where we stand. So we're in the final 10 minutes. Well, we're just under the final 10 minutes for this particular stream. As soon as I finish here, I got to go begin editing the next the next video, I guess you could say, the next one. Um, and maybe grab a quick bite to eat. I already ate a couple hours before the stream. It's just going to be good. It's going to be good times. We're going to stay busy for from now until the end of the year. Um, oh, I won't forget, son of a gun. Really don't like this plugin. It's just not the greatest. Oh, this is one of them that just doesn't work right. Okay. Let me grab that. Okay. I'm going to grab that real quick. Oh, there you are. There you go. There we go. Gentlemen, I just saved your video. Watch later. So I'm going to grab it right after the stream and watch that real quick. I won't forget you. That way I've got it, you know. Which there's some videos I need to take off there because I already watched them. There's a lot of that where I'll watch it and then I forget to take it down from that series. So that's kind of where we stand right now. Um, Dealing with depression. Interesting way of taking, getting into it. I might have to, you do when you do stuff like that, I might have to just start coming in and grabbing some of that stuff and maybe using it for the new series. Kind of breaking it down. Um, helping me break it down because some people they're like, oh, I suffer from depression, and a lot of it is just they suffer from the blues, I guess you could say, dealing with the blues, which is totally different from depression. They're just not happy with how things are going in their life and things like that. And it's totally different than actual depression. And a lot of people get that confused. And it's like, the two are not the same. Depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain. And here in the United States, we live in a society where uh, some people just, I mean, the self-medication is out of hand. It's like, really, dude, really, you do not need to self-medicate like that. Don't do that to yourself. It's body, go see an actual professional on this because you're just doing bad things to yourself, really bad things. Sad stuff we see here in the United States, really sad stuff. So, all righty. So we're beginning to wind down for the night. Again, thank you all for being here. We are definitely getting close to completing, the watch hours. If you guys haven't had a chance, grab up. There's an entire playlist that you should definitely grab up here on the channel. If you haven't checked it out, there's a series, a playlist called the Must Watch videos, the Must Watch Prince Magnum channel. I definitely recommend it. It's the cream of the crop, the best, excuse me, the best of the best. Some of my all-time favorite videos here on the channel are right there. They're definitely worth watching, definitely worth your time. I suggest them for anyone who wants to really kind of see where the channel came from, but like it's still really solid content. If you turn back the clock enough on there, you'll actually see some really old videos of Project Spirit. There's even one that we're getting ready to do a rewind on, kind of going back and talking about a particular video. That's definitely worth watching. It's on there. You know, and it doesn't get enough credit here on the channel, but it is a really good video. And the particular video that we're going to be doing a rewind on is it's going to be, a surviving romance rewind. But what it down to? Oh, you're still here? That's awesome, Will. Thank you for being here. The video is called, Surviving Romance. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. But the video in question that I definitely is called Surviving Romance, A Husband's Worst Nightmare. And we're actually going to be doing a version of that video. I actually had to go through and completely restore the video footage because when we videoed that, it was done a certain way and that sort of thing. And there was a lot of stuff that I was trying to say in that video, but it didn't come out that way. So that's on the plate for beginning content of next year. You guys are gonna get a kick out of that. Um, so it's gonna be exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Good to see you guys. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? I mean, we're getting ready to wind it down for the night, but it's good to see you. I know you've been busy. Shoot, I've been so busy. I've been having a hard time catching up with you all. When I go live, that's when I get to catch up with you guys. It's been it's been one of those things that it's just really hard. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just other than busy, busy, busy. Well, as a matter of fact, last night we did a marathon stream of Fortnite to get our watch hours, and I am truly exhausted, but I cannot stop because here in a little bit I get to go into the my main computer where I do all my editing is in the bedroom now. We just got the office cleared out, and there's talk now about moving all of that in here now, which, you know, um, I've got boxes and boxes of stuff to go through over there. It's, just good times. We're staying busy. So it's good to see everyone. Again, thank you all for being here. Just been very active here on the channel and just trying to get that watch time. Now at midnight tonight, those hours go in. So when I get up bright and early, getting ready to go off to work, we will find out then how we're doing. So that's definitely on the plate. So this coming week, it looks like it's going to be Wednesday night. We're probably going to stream for a couple hours Minecraft. Then we're going to go over to, it's going to be Thursday night Sober Talk, Friday night Fortnite. Basically we're going to do Fortnite on Friday night for a few hours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Will. Friday night, Fortnite Battle Royale, open lobby. If I know you, you're welcome to join us. If I don't know you, stick around long enough, let me get to know you, and we're definitely going to get you in there. Just let me get to know you a little bit, I'm not saying I don't, that I don't, it's only for certain people. No, it's for people that I know, that I know. So it's going to be open lobby for long time friends of the Prince Magnum channel. Those of you in the Maverick Nation. Now, real quick, you hear me talk about the Maverick Nation. This is the Maverick Nation. That's all of you who hit that subscription button. Okay? That's all of you. So that's how you become a member of the Maverick Nation. When you hit that subscription button, so that's kind of where it stands. Now that I've said that, so all right, let's run through it real quick before I call it a night. When we come back Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock Central Central Standard Time. For those of you in the United Kingdom, that is 1 o'clock a.m. I'm not sure what it is for you guys in Australia. Will, I know you're in the background. You're going to have to tell me what time is it when, what time is it right, because I know what time it is right now. A little buffer in there. Buffer, buffer, buffer. So that's kind of where it stands at the moment. Yeah, Will, if you tell me what time it is for you guys, I'll know kind of how much time I got to work with. Oh, so it is AM for you guys. Okay, so basically whatever time, rewind about an hour. That's when we usually go live. So 7 o'clock p. Standard Time, United States. We'll be back Wednesday with a little bit of Minecraft, and then come Thursday night. Yeah, I know you guys. You're 2 hours behind me, there, Daniel. You're 2 hours behind me. So Thursday night sober talk. Friday night Fortnite Battle Royale. Saturday night we're gonna start doing Save the World bonds. Mikey G, if you're in the background, I would like you to join that if you're able to. And then of course, yep. See, he's 3 hours behind you, so 2 hours behind me. Okay, Makeup Saturdays, same time, and then basically at about 10 o'clock my time, which should be about 8 o'clock your time. G Princess Faye, and of course anybody else that we can squeeze in. I definitely like to run with them. Good times, good times. I'm about halfway through with Plankerton, on Save the World. A lot of people don't play Save the World. I love it because you don't get the cheating bullshit that you do in Battle Royale. You don't get that cheating bullshit. People using aimbot and sort of stuff. Using all the glitches they can. If you can't win, cheat, right? And it's all it. And I run on PC, and I know there's a few of us that do, but we don't do that cheating bullshit. If you can't win up, then you shouldn't be playing it, you know. But Cinnamon will be again. We knocked off for a little while, but you know what? The reason why we knocked off is because of the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of support for the Cinnamon line. We're starting to see a different audience kind of transition into the Cinnamon lives, and we're going to stay with that, continuing to work into that transition, because I know some people really the ones that initially asked for it, like, oh, hashtag, Cinnamon for her own channel. We gave them her, Cinnamon in her own stream, her own segment, and they're not supporting it, ironically enough. So it's like, we gave you what you wanted. Where the fuck are you? It's like, you have no excuse. Okay, you got what you wanted. Where the fuck are you? And yeah, it pisses me off because a couple of them in particular kept screaming, yeah, I want to, this is what I want. This is what. So it pisses me off, and it's one of those things, you know. So you know, yeah, exactly, Jacob, exactly. Uh, and for the record, Cinnamon is kind of that character that a lot of us, in the Maverick Nation developed. I'm the one with the makeup scheme, but a lot of work went into her this loan, probably than ever imagined. Like the entire documentary on it, But I always think thinking about one of these more in particular, and if you guys have never seen it, when I play the part of Cinnamon, but another one, I forget who played. Tom Hanks played in a TV series back in the 80s called Bosom Buddies. Bosom Buddies. If you've never seen it before, you definitely should check it out. But basically, him and another guy played drag queens, and they were playing the part of secretaries because they needed jobs and they would only accept women. And so they basically played the part of drag queens, basically so they could have jobs. So interesting stuff. Yeah. We are going to continue with the try not to laugh at cinnamon challenges. I do need to begin filming the documentary on Cinnamon, how she came to be. And then of course there's going to be like a whole thing where Princess Bay will be explaining the theme behind it, how that was developed. And basically, if anybody wants else, there's going to be basically it's going to be art, different types of makeup like that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Which that also means I get to have to travel back through my stuff and actually download stuff directly from YouTube that I don't exactly have. Honestly, if I'd have been able to get all the stuff, I was gonna do Cinnamon dressed up as Harley Quinn for Halloween. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do that. And but it didn't happen that way. But it doesn't mean at some point that she isn't gonna do like that we're not gonna do other stuff like that. Cinnamon having her makeup done. Now the question is, Chairman, which version of Harley Quinn are you talking about? Are you talking about from Batman the Animated Series? Are you talking about from the video games? Are you talking about from Squad? Or are you even talking about from Birds of Prey? Because there's several versions of Harley Quinn. We actually did that where Cinnamon was well, it was it was one of those things that we did, and Chairman. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, you nearly had you're like, you are a sick person. And well, now hold on a second. The heart that's two things. Number one, we when we did the makeup live stream where I was done up as Boy George, the original one from his It's a Miracle. When we did that whole look, my eye, and was like, that was pretty cool. I liked that. And then when we did the Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad, I ended up seeing Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey and seeing the heart that was underneath here, right here, and thought, hmm. And then we just incorporated that. So Harley Quinn it does play a part in Cinnamon's modern makeup look. If you did, so if you wondered about that, if any of you wondered about that, that's where that came from. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chairman was all messed up when we did the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad look. His like, no, just no, no. He was like, no, don't you ever do that again. He was all messed up. It's like, no, just we might have to do that again. No, I'm teasing. Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, poor chairman. He was all discombobulated from that. He's like, "Don't you ever do that again?" But anyhow, so we went a little longer than I really anticipated. But yes, expect to see Cinnamon in a live stream this next Saturday. It's going to be good times. As a matter of fact, from last night, you can still see some of the makeup. It takes me about 2, 3 days to finally get this stuff off. Um, and it's just one of those things. Really, real quick, one of my customers coming through drive-through actually told somebody at the window when they were coming through, told them at the window when they seen me outside taking care of trash. They said, "Oh, that guy that's taking care of the trash outside, he makes a hot-looking chick." And when I came in, they told me about it. I just started laughing. Just started laughing. So, if you guys think that's funny. All righty. So we got a good coming ahead. Expect to see a premiere tomorrow. Jared's dying laughing. Yeah. Real quick, at my job, uh, we have the new cinnamon rolls, and you hear them holler back in the kitchen. I need a cinnamon roll. I need so many cinnamon roll, and I'll turn right around and yell out, "What do you want?" because they all know about cinnamon, and they're like, just shut up, man. I walked up to my store manager, and I told her, I said, I just want to point something out, something of major importance that I think you need to hear. I said, I just want you to know of all the maintenance men that have ever worked under you, I'm the prettiest one. And she's like, oh my God, just stop. Stop right now. I don't want another, just go away. And I'm laughing uncontrollably um, at this. I said, I just want to point out of all the maintenance men that you've ever had work under you, I'm the just know. I think it's funny as hell. So if you find that funny. Oh yeah, she's like, get over it. Right now, I know everybody's laughing at that. Really. All righty, so that does bring us to a good stopping point for the evening. It is good. I want to thank you all again for being here with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, we're going to be live tomorrow, and I will not be live Tuesday. We will be back on Wednesday. Tomorrow is a premiere. If you all were wondering what tomorrow's premiere is, it is Off the Chain. Off the Chain, a try not to laugh at cinnamon challenge. Uh, the lovely lady Gina from GG Games was our guest in that video, and I think you all are going to enjoy it. So, that being said, that brings us to a good stopping point. A project, I don't care what it is, just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, beat and do something special for them today. Always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you, thank you.